Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading for September 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into these cards. What does the zodiac sign Virgo need to know about September 22? Happy birthday, by the way, Virgo. What does my zodiac sign Virgo need to know about their birthday month, September 2022? Okay, the wheel. It kind of did a flippy dip, but we'll come back to that. What does Virgo need to know about their September 2022. What do they need to know about September 2022? What does Virgo need to know? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, new money. Queen of Cups. Ooh. I just heard emotional backup. Emotionally constipated. Clarity. What does Virgo need to know about their what does Virgo need to know about September 2022? What will Virgo experience? Make the message abundantly clear. Ten of Swords. Make the message abundantly clear for me, Spirit. What is the Sun in reverse? Clarity for my Virgos. What do they need to know about September 2022? Wow. Okay. Talk about emotional extremes. The Tower card at the bottom. Ten of Wands on the top. Okay, woo, Virgo. I ain't even gonna hold you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The first thing I heard was emotionally backed up, so I'm gonna go ahead and address that. With the King of Cups, cups are all about emotions. You can think the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You can think, whether we're using them or suppressing them. In this case, you are suppressing them, Virgo, or you may feel like you're suppressing them around you. This card means multiple things. You may feel very negatively about a certain situation. Does not have to be romantically, but it could be. And instead of addressing that feeling, you may be trying to suppress it to get over it. And although that's honorable of you, because in some cases, we don't like to talk about it in society, but in some cases, it's good to just forget. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's all you can do. Unfortunately, this is not one of those situations, Pooh. You're not going to be able to work and or ignore and or act like you don't care your way through whatever this is, whether it's romantic or not. This is something that has actually hurt your feelings, and it's actually a problem for you, especially if you feel betrayed, especially if you feel backstabbed, especially if you feel guilty, especially if you feel like somebody else should feel guilty and they don't. Whatever it is, you gotta address it. And that is, brace yourselves, Virgo. That is what taking responsibility for your own emotions look like. That's a strong message for you. I hate to say it. Now, granted, this could be vice versa. Always remember that readings could be reading the energy around you. So if you don't feel like any type of situation like this is happening, fine. But know that may be something that either comes up or will come up, with somebody else. You have to take responsibility for your emotions. You may be playing the blame game. And to be 100%, you may be right. But if you and that person don't intend to reconcile, or if you and that person don't have the intentions of or if they don't want to apologize, why are you trying to emotionally maybe blackmail them or trying to pretend like you don't feel a way, or why are you putting so much pain on your end? You know what I'm saying? So if you're emotionally backed up about a situation, let it out. You're controlled, you are organized, you are intentional. So don't feel like, oh, if I say something to them, I'm gonna blow up. You probably won't. You probably have the words that you need. You just aren't. So that's something that needs to happen this month. You will feel so much better if you do, my love. Now, moving on to the other stuff, the other elephants in the room. It's some new money. It's some new money. It's some new creations. It's some new creativity. Life is changing for you in a good way. Especially when it comes to money. For some of you, this looks like a new business idea. This looks like a new opportunity. Somebody comes and say, hey, I want your services. I think you got this, this thing, and I want to see it. Maybe you just have a new idea and you're like, you know what? I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to make this thing a reality or make this thing a part of my career. The word that sticks out for me with the Wheel of Fortune is the chaos of creation. So it's a great thing and you may be excited about it, but there is a sense where it's a little bit jarring and a little bit a lot because it's new and it's like you're organized. It may annoy you for something to be so messy and to not have a point A and point B. So that may be something that may be a little annoying for you this month, but you're happy about it. You're just also kind of like, how does this even work? And how do I make this work for me? There is a sense of self-doubt that may come up as well. Again, this may be in this emotional situation, this relationship situation, but I also feel like this could be in this new venture. You may feel like, Do I really got it? Am I all that? Can I really? Yes. The answer is yes. By the end of the month, we're in 9 of Cups energy. We feel much better. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is dependent on all of this. If you address the self-doubt, if you address the emotions, if you address, you know, the lack of being able to control something and being okay with it, it looks like it's gonna be an awesome month for you, okay? Feeling emotionally fulfilled, feeling successful, feeling like you got your, you know, your something you manifested has come to life, all of those beautiful things, okay? So clarity. Let's see what's going on in your relationships. What does Virgo need to know about their relationships in September 2022? The unsaid. Message came immediate to my mind. Clarity. Sorry, not sorry. What did I say earlier? Getting the apology that you wanted, but never got. Clarity. What do my Virgos need to know about their love and relationships? Wicked. Clarity, 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 clarity. What's going on in my Virgos relationships in September 2022? The document. Feel free to pause those if necessary. You or somebody is really not saying what they really think, and that goes right back to that emotionally constipated. Okay, that constipation. You may be not saying what you want to say. You feel like somebody else is not saying what they want to say. You may have emotions, but you may be acting like you don't have them. You may be really craving connection, but you trying to pretend like you don't care. Okay, and it's the same with, I feel like for some of you, this is a platonic relationship, maybe like a family member too. They apologize, but you don't forgive them. You want an apology, but they haven't given it. Or maybe they have given it, but you just don't believe their apology. Something of that nature. And instead of like really addressing it head on and directly, you might be kind of hiding from it because you're like, man, F them. They're not going to say what I want them to say anyway. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's a waste of my time. Or I do love them, but I'm going to pretend like I don't. You either got to forgive it or you got to do something about it. But this stuck in the middle thing that's going on is not going to help. Okay, my love. So I would imagine if there is some type of a big moment with that, whether it's you realize that you're doing that, or somebody else realizes that they're doing that, or there's like a conversation about like, you know, somebody just basically admits that they don't care, something like that. And I feel like, because I think somebody's harboring negative emotions and thinking that somebody else is a bad person, or dating is a bad place, or people are bad people. And it's like, in reality, it's not just. You are justified in some ways, Virgo, but not in the way where you hold yourself back, you know? Okay, and then expect some type of text, email, agreement, letter, contract, newspaper, something about that may be important in your relationships. So looking for like a piece, I'm honestly saying like a piece of paper. Somebody sending you something and wanting a response. You text somebody and don't get a response. Something goes on with a piece of communication. Honestly, I'm not pulling any information from it. I guess the most I get is a text. Something about a text message is really important to this month, and like it changes things or whatever. So clarity. Any other clarifying messages for Virgo in September in their relationships? Wow. Yeah, just a lot of the same confirmation of another earth sign could be involved. A fire sign or a water sign, but I'm getting mostly earth. Yeah, crying over spilled milk, being really sad about what didn't happen or what's not happening, the family that you wanted, mourning the loss of something, and really beating yourself up about it. Letting that cause a lot of mental blocks. Okay. Things not progressing. It's like money's cool, but like where's the rest of it? Career is cool, but like where's the rest of it? Where's the happy ending that I wanted, right? You're gonna get it, Virgo. You're gonna get it, okay? So let's see. And I will say your financial success and your success overall as a person is a little bit held up by this negativity. So think of it like what you feel the most often is what you manifest. And if you're feeling this often, you're just manifesting more of it, okay? So clarity, what to do, my Virgos? need to know? What does Virgo need to know about September 2022 in their career and finances? Make it abundantly clear. Thank you, Spirit. Death. Ooh. Big change. So that double times the wheel. 8 of Swords. Clarity. Clarity. What messages do you have for my Virgo in September 22 about their career and finances? 2 of Cups. Thank you. 5 of Swords. Interesting. Very interesting energy. So something's definitely changing 100%. Something's definitely changing. You're starting a new career. You're starting a new contract. You're starting a new, if you're on YouTube, you're doing that. If you're trying to start a new Instagram, something business related, something passion related, you're starting over. But that means something else has to die or end. I don't think that this is like quitting or leaving a job. Is possible for some of you, but I feel like it's like the death of what you used to be or who you used to be, and you're going into like a new era. Okay, but you're overthinking it to death, baby. You coming up with all of these stories, you coming up with all of these what ifs, what could go wrong, who could go wrong. Like I get the sense of like mental gymnastics. Like someone tells you, hey, we're gonna give you $1,000 to do this, and you're like, but where's the money going to come from? Why? And how much work do I have to do? And who's going to, like, you're just, you thinking real hard. And not to say that you shouldn't do your research. More than it's like, it's almost anxiety. It's not even realistic at some point, right? There could be a partnership that blooms between you and somebody else. Like you make a new friend at work. You guys get close. Things of that nature. Especially bonding over past weird job behaviors, or bonding over like, I said weird job behaviors. Like if both of you have bad experience with a certain job and you bond over that. Something like that. But I will say there's some backstabbing energy going on. There's some bickering. I wouldn't say don't get close to this person, because I do think that this is healthy. I think this is healthy jousting. Like healthy, what do they call it? Healthy competition, healthy, like someone's telling you things that you wouldn't necessarily agree with normally, but you kind of need to hear them because you do need a new perspective. But I will say, don't get too comfortable. I don't think that some of these people or this person do feel like they have negative intentions for everybody, not just you. But if this is a friend and they do something weird, or you feel like it's something weird, consider that they have just a different way of doing things and viewing things, and try your best not to immediately make them an enemy because they don't think like you. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that there. And this could be vice versa as well. And also your job could be confusing. I know that's like a random tidbit, but I think something about your job might be confusing. So clarity. Any advice about this situation? Any advice about Virgo's career in September 2022? Thank you. You are good enough. Look at you coming up in your own reading. And I saw this card in my mind's eye. You are good enough, meaning what you're doing is good enough. You're doing the best that you can with what you've been given. Having more, like, stop second guessing yourself and having more belief in yourself. Your dreams need a practical plan, and prosperity lies ahead. Both Tauruses, so a Taurus may be important this month, especially in your career. Maybe that's who you're becoming friends with. Things are going to get significantly better in your career when you learn to balance your time, when you learn what it is that you're doing in the first place. If your job is confusing, like once you get the hang of it, everything's going to be great. When it comes to finances, some of you may need to come up with a plan. Yes, we're talking saving and we're talking like getting organized with your money, but we're also talking about like, what does the next year look like? Where do you want to be? Is it where you are, or do you want to be somewhere else? If you're starting a new passion project, like I said, let's use YouTube. You want to start YouTube. What does a year on YouTube look like for you? You see what I'm saying? Like you're more so in a planning stage more than like you are in a, oh, you need to do better with your money type of thing. Like, no, it's just, what are your intentions? What do you need to change right now? So clarity. What does Virgo need to know? What are things does Virgo need to know about 2022? What theme do you have for Virgo in September 2022? What do they need to know about this month? Inspiration. What is the theme of Virgo's month? Wow, that is a lot of information. But I'm going to use them anyway. Inspiration is one of your words. Trust. Yes. Confidence. Yes. dreams. Passion. Yes. And truth. Ooh, I'm gonna lay your message out pretty flat for you, Virgo. So I'm not gonna go through each card. I will say dream is kind of separate. You may need to map out your dreams. So if you have a lot of vivid dreams, write them down, record them, voice record them, just so that you can look them up later and see what your subconscious is trying to tell you. But I do think that that is more towards your dreams, following your dreams, having the confidence to use your inspiration, your passion, and make your dream come true. With truth and trust, you just gonna have to face a situation for what it is. Be honest. I don't think that you're a liar, Virgo, but I feel like there's something, like I said, you're emotionally backed up about something that you just need to go ahead and say. And not in a rude, critical Virgo way, but in just coming from a vulnerable place of like, hey, so-and-so, you hurt my feelings. Hey, so-and-so, this makes me feel insecure. Hey, so-and-so, this gives me anxiety. The moment you do that, things kind of get improved because now we can talk solutions, right? And then we have the truth. Yeah, truth and trust. Yeah, so trust. You just gotta trust the universe. I know that sounds so woo-woo, but I really do mean it. Trust that where you are now is to bring you to something better. Even though it may seem messy in some areas, there's a reason for that. This is to propel you forward, and so you have to trust that what's going on is for your good, okay? All right, my love, thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.